Hello everyone. It's just dawned on me looking out of how many channels now there is on YouTube, and since I've been watching it and learning, it's all out there. It's all out there, whatever the process you want to learn, whether you want to get very structured and learn all the chords and the names of the chords and everything like that, all the scales, you can even learn that way, or you just want to thrash about and go straight into your favorite riffs and your favorite chords or whatever the case may be. It is all on YouTube. It is a one-stop learning station. You don't need to pay out. You really don't. I mean, you need a Wi-Fi signal to power to make YouTube work. But besides that, I see the ridiculous rates that instructors want these days for an hour lesson. It's all out there. It's all on YouTube. This is why I'm putting what I see, well, it's just stuff that I like, really, that I'm into, out on my channel. And across the board, I've got 30,000 views collectively on all my videos I've uploaded. 30,000. And getting on for now, 145 subscribers. That's more than I ever thought I would get. And it's all from putting, just what I'm into. I'm into rock riffs, and that's just what I'm doing. But any kind of avenue that you want to start off with, or whatever your end goal is, it is all on YouTube. It's all out there. So you can learn the theory side of things. You can do everything. It's all out there. There's so many channels, I'm one of thousands. So that's why I'm really pleased. I went on a channel the other day and he had such good stuff on there that I was into. He was so good in what he'd done, and his channel hadn't really been found. He's got like 30 odd views on one of his things, and in general there weren't very high subscribers, and it was really, really good. Again, they're all out there. You've just got to find them. That's why I've been lucky enough that mine's initially been found more than what I ever thought it would. But yeah, top string, bottom E string, I should say. If you're into more metal, that's your friend up there at the very top, especially in the first two frets. So that's more of your metal there. Again, use it for other things, of course, but if it's more of a heavier rock or metal, that's your bottom E string's your friend there. I call it the top string because it's at the top for where I look down. Again, I'm not getting too technical here, but your first string that you're looking at, bottom E string. Your second string down is more for, it was used a lot, I think, more by slashing Guns N' Roses. It's more it's more somewhere in between. I think then the third string down, again, I think that's definitely more of a 70s thing. It's getting more into that 70s, 80s stuff. So real heavy, more in between rock, 70s rock, third one down. And again, then you play the top string and the second one down and the third string wherever you want to, and experiment. And whatever you've got as a bass, flick around with whatever your second finger is and experiment. Of course, then you can hold that third one down as a bass and hit some higher notes. 13 months ago, that would have been a dream just to do this. Just something, it is now simple as that. It weren't simple for the first 3, 6, 7 months, but all of a sudden you do develop. When people say, oh, if you don't have proper lessons, and pay out north of £40 or $50 an hour for a lesson, that you don't get to this point. You do. You get to this point by practicing. Now, you could be practicing 1 or 2 riffs constantly, but that third one will come, and then the fourth and the fifth, and so on. And all of a sudden, you'll pick up the guitar and you go, oh, I just feel at home. I just feel at home. I know exactly what I'm doing now for what you're learning. And it just, then you'll watch something on YouTube, and all of a sudden then it becomes easier to learn that, because you're simply just north of a year down the line. It's naturally going to be easier to learn something new a year down the line than what it was a year before. You just got to keep on going. Don't give up. Keep on going, because when you get to that point when it feels that comfortable and you're not even looking at the fretboard as much as what you were, you'll think, I'm glad I went through that hard part and I kept practicing the couple of things that I did know, or the one thing that I know, and now I know loads. To the point where I heard a song the other day and I hadn't heard it for a while. I thought, oh, that's a cool riff, I've got to learn that. And then when I looked on YouTube, because again, it's the first place to go, of how to play it, or how the guitarist was playing it on stage, I thought, oh, I think I've got a chance of learning that at the stage I am. I think that's doable for me, because you'll know when someone plays it, you think, no, that's out of my reach at the minute. I'm not at that point as it stands. But you'll see as time goes on, when you know, if I start playing this now, again on this third string down, and I always use my pinky as the second hammer on, hammer off. But if I start playing this now, you're going to know at your point of what stage you are now and go, that's too difficult for me, I can't attempt that yet. Or you might go, oh, I've got a bit of a chance. I can see how he's playing that. I think I might have a chance of doing that. You'll know which stage you're at, because you still might be at a... You might be just at that stage, a one finger top, bottom E string stage. That's fine, because I was as well. You might be at, well, I can now do one finger here and do a second finger and start hammering off. I might be able to do that now. So that it's stages. Start and just get that. If you're into just generally getting some cool riffs out of your guitar, everything does come with that. It does come down the line. I'm sure down the line I'm going to be able to do scales and flick up and down, and I'm not necessarily have to pay out a load of money, because it's going to come naturally, is what I'm saying. So start off with your basic riffs if that's what you're into. If you're just home playing and you want to do a load of cool riffs, it does develop naturally beyond that. Don't let anyone tell you it doesn't, because it does. Because I'm very basic for what I can learn, for how I retain information. So when I know you hear people say, well, if I can do it, you can do it. Well, for me, if I can do it, you can do it too. You really can. Because I'm not very coordinated with my fingers. I don't retain information very well. I didn't do well at school, etc., etc., etc. But here I am, and I can do this. Now, whether you think this is a lot or not, this is a lot for me. So I'm over the moon for what I can do now, 13 months in. But you got to keep on going. You got to keep on learning. Just learn as much as you can through the week. It's as simple as that. Pick up the guitar as often as you can. And it, you know, the only boring part is, if there is a boring part, but at least you're playing a certain riff, is playing the same riff over and over again, because you're not ready, or you haven't spotted something, that the second thing you want to learn yet. But at least you're playing a riff rather than A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and it's just very, very boring. If your only riff is even if you're continuously playing that, and that's just that third string down, and you're just striking it. I'm muting the top string with my thumb. But if you're just playing that, that's got to be more exciting than A, B, C, D, F, G, and you just keep on doing this over and over again. I can only speak personally for me, that would drive me insane. That's boring. I need something that's... I need something that's a bit more exciting, and that's just what I'm trying to put out there. What I have found of doing the YouTube channel as well, it catalogues everything that I've learned. I went through because I think there's north of 80 now, or getting closer to 90 riffs I've put up there, as well as like videos like this of me blabbering on, or if I've done a review of a guitar. I've gone back from number 1, and I forgot some of the things that I put out there, because again, I don't retain information very well. So I went through some of them, oh God, I ain't played that for a while, completely forgot I put on there. And it was something like, I don't know, riff number 8, and of course I've done 88 now or whatever. I completely forgot I'd done it. So it's a good way to catalogue what you've learned. So whether you're putting it on your YouTube channel, you're just storing it on another device, catalogue what you've done, because you can go back to it, and then you think, well, I played that a certain way at the beginning, a couple of months in, but I can play that better now. And then you can improve on what you learned ages ago. So it's a good way to catalogue for what you're learning. So again, everyone out there, don't give up. YouTube has it all. Support the YouTube channels, like, subscribe and share them. It's important to them, it's to be important to you. And if you want all these still around, it's all on YouTube, whatever the standard you want to start at and what your end goal is. It is all out there. You don't have to pay a massive hourly rate to someone for someone to try and teach you an A minor chord and a C minor. Go down that route if you want, but even that's out there. But if you want cool riffs, my channel and hundreds more out there that I'm subscribed to and I watch and gives me ideas, because again, we're all sort of in this together. Watch them all. They're all just, you're always going to pick up something. And it doesn't matter what the ages are, who's playing. If they're playing a cool riff, it don't matter if there's a 12-year-old playing a cool riff. You think, well, that's good. I like the way he's doing that, or I like the way she's doing that. I never thought of doing it that way. Or that's a song I haven't heard for a long while. And I was listening to just a song in the car the other day. I thought, God, I haven't heard that song for a long while. That's a cool riff. Came back and I learned it, because luckily it was in my remit. It was easy for me to learn. There's some riffs I still look at that I'm desperate to learn, but my fingers don't want to do it yet. But naturally down the line they will do, and that's why just keep then learning, playing what you've already learned, and the stuff that you can't do at the minute, it will come down the line. It's all out there on YouTube. So again, thanks to everyone that has subscribed, and all the views that I've had, getting on now for 30,000 over all my videos. That's just unreal. They're going to be up there for years and years, even when, to the point when I stop playing, which hopefully I never do, but the time's going to come where it all stops, but it just carries on. It's all out there for future people that want to learn. It's all on YouTube. And, for the sake of having a Wi-Fi signal that's got to power it, it's all out there for you, and it's such a good platform to learn whatever the route that you want to go down. "13 months ago, that would have been a dream to play that. Now, it's not completely natural, but it's easier now for me to play the power chords. I was desperate to play power chords. When I watched someone to play power chords, I thought, why is he making that look so easy, but I can't do it? You know, they were playing just power chords, but at the beginning, everything is quite difficult. But after a while, then you're just, you know. So again, just keep playing around, keep going, keep practicing your power chords. If you're into rock music, they're a very good starting point. Bottom E string metal, somewhere in between for your second string down. More 70s classic stuff for your third string down. Then flick low, flick high with your remaining finger, or keep it on the same string. That's what I did find actually. When you do play, if it's a power chord, you're always then doing whatever your second finger is down a step. So if you're doing that very bottom E string, if you're doing power chords, you're now down the step and you flick along. Yeah, but if you want a good rock riff, hit the same string as what you're doing. So if you've got the bottom E string on the very first fret, the third one along, the third fret, hit the same string and hammer on and hammer off. The same with this, hit the same string. So there's one space in the middle there. Same with this as well. Hit the third string going along, hit the same string going along. If it's power chords, say if you're using that one, just go down a step with your next finger, whatever you're using, whether you're using that one or that one. I always use the pinky, and just go down a step. And that's more where you're going to get a power chord, when you're down a step. But some riffs, you can hit the same string, power chords, each finger's one's higher than the other. That's it. Just keep practicing, keep doing, keep on going. You will get to a good stage, and you will get to a good stage just by watching YouTube. It doesn't have to cost you a fortune to learn. It really doesn't. So thanks again for all your support. Keep practicing, keep on going, never give up. And it's all out there for you to learn for free. Enjoy.